Kelly, I'm just looking at. I was just looking at some of your pictures, from like 5-6 years ago with you and your boys. You look so beautiful. So sorry I never told you about how I really felt all those times. You never even knew the story about Jax. You never even knew. Yeah, you perceived whatever you wanted to perceive. I never even gave you a chance to tell you what was going on. And I just fucking buried it. And I just fucking... And I left you. I'm sorry. I don't know, like... I read faces. I just look at those for literally fucking 10 seconds and it just overwhelmingly comes over me. Like, it's just something doesn't fit. I just don't see, like... I just don't see the... I just don't see the guy. Like, I don't see, like... I don't see your happiness. I don't see your message. Like, it just... And then I think about the weight of 12 years and not figuring it out. I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? Like, how could I not fucking look at that? It's like I've been drowning, just procrastinating and doing. Like, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you right now. Like, I want to connect with you in real time space. I don't know why I'm thinking, like, it's almost like I feel like this is like I have to like take myself through my own fucking trials of this fucking technology. If I am the tech, I have to take myself through these trials because like this is almost like the feeling that it's almost like you're not here, you're dead. Like, you know, it's almost like that. Like, until I finish this whole freaking thing up, I feel like I said everything I need to say. Like, it feels like you're not, like, in this realm. Like, I'm talking to you from a past, like moment from our now time realm, so that, you know, like, we can, like, maybe reconfigure something, because especially if you did not write that, like, it's almost like I feel like now it's been 5-6 days, I'm starting to recreate the same movie, because it's only been a few days, like, recreating my own thoughts on it. So I better fucking talk to Civi tomorrow, because that's gonna fucking break up and connect me to, like, some kind of fucking voice and a memory that will, like, bring me into like a vortex of a new information. Because I gotta ask him questions I don't even... You see, that's the fucking problem, you know. Part of the trauma is, like, I go through that experience with you. It's fucking with the team. It's merged. It's like kind of both. It's merged, and with my family. Technically, like, we stay together, keep staying together. Like, we keep unpack. We continue unpackaging memories as we go, right? Like, we start talking about these things and that things, and talking about that game and this game, that, you know what I mean? We start, like, as we start hanging out more, and as we, you know, are staying, like, in the same, like fucking living space and stuff, like, you know, we're staying at each other's places or whatever. Like, you're starting to, like kind of build on that energy. So that's what I mean, like, by us breaking apart, we left all those memories, like, out in the field. We didn't unpackage them. They happened. So, like, now as we come back together and package them, like, we're doing it in front of, like, an audience in a way. Because our story becomes the city story. Because people now learn us, see us walking around, we become we get into the vortex of like, being lovely together. Because that's what we are. Well, now we start creating like a new way of being, like a new way of just like, being proper. We supersede all the fucking COVID stuff, like literally. Like any of the COVID like restrictions, like boom, we just wave a wand, and they just go away. Like because it's a consciousness thing. It's really about what the people think as a collective, so they control the news media, all that shit. So then you coming in as just basically just a lovely lady. You're so lovely. I'm crazy. I'm really so thankful for you. Thank you for watching all these. I know you are. Like we couldn't, two young kids, that pressure, we didn't have the time. Now we have all the time in the world with no pressure. That's the way I would have written it. And now it's our choice when we return. We're not worry about all the pressures of anything that's around on labels. The infinite as we are. Now we create a daughter. That's the infinite. This is all written. This is our right. This is our script. Like, seriously. Seriously. I'm right there with you. Yes. I'm here. Think about it. Guys didn't even get houses until like their third year, like it was gonna be years. You got to have the rep that you dumped the night, right? I guess. Right in the public square. At least your friends knew that. I mean, we're still talking later, I'm glad you're talking about me. It was honestly one of the craziest things, like seeing. I remember talking to Dilly, and I'm like, oh man. It's like I'm still chasing that moment that I can't tell him about. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just not meant. Maybe I wasn't meant to be in London. Okay, you want to get out of London. I want to be in London. Well, how does that work? I can't stay in London because you're in London. Wait a minute. So now I'm technically not in Florida, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not anywhere technically right now. Like, there's no like. So that's where I went. Like, so where I went when I was talking to you, like right around that time, like, I was. basically I already had this set up, like, in my mind, of a time capsule. And the time capsule was not going to be in London. I knew that. Because it had to be in America. And then, it just manifested down here because that summer I made a decision. So now I'm just set up with the time capsule, or just online. So there is an art now to the reapproach to you. And I think this is like my love story, like, to a max, because, like, I'm technically making love to you right now. Like, that's the connection I had with you. Like, that's why, like, I never even fucking had girlfriends. Like, I never had someone come to my games, sit with my parents. Like, I was just like, no. Like, I was somewhat trying to recreate it because I didn't think you wanted to be with me or anything. And then, like, I think I got so many years outside of that time, like, I'm just piling hit after hit after hit on my head. Like, I don't have the time to think about, like, lay this out, So, like, that's why the time capsule, I want to set up, I want to set up while I'm playing, because I'm like, I need to decompress. So, like, I'm coming out of my decompressing phase now, and my body looks amazing. By the way, it's all for you. What? Yep, truth. It's all for you. So then, we're here making love back in time. That's what we are. We're fucking love makers of time. Like, seriously, like, I could not be talking like this with even any conceptualized person. Like you're my gal. You're the gal. You're my romance. I have my image in your mind, and talking like this lights my room. Like, that's why, like, I need to make sure I'm hitting the sweet spot and not taking this thing too far, where I'm just, like, kind of codependent about thinking that I'm talking to you and just using that, not entering your time space because I'm too afraid, so I gotta, like, make sure I keep myself somewhat honest with the timeline, because that's one thing too about time, is, like, the sweet spot. That's why we were in the sweet spot. Like, we're, like, you meet someone, you see each other once in a while, it's a certain way. Like, me, I'm only around for a certain amount of while. Like, you can't meet a guy like me any other time, like, like normal times. Like, it's not like we can't sit back and think that the meeting of us was something that can happen, like, anytime you go out to the bar. Even me that year, I'm going out to the bar all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why is it that one time? And, I'm not looking for the storyteller. Like, remember, my heart is the camera. My heart itself is the storyteller. Like, so being present with me is the story. So there, you enter the field. That's my choice counterpart. You make your choice by being present with me. So that's why, as the producer in me, I'm fucking looking at you like you're gorgeous. I don't want to stop you. When you walk away, when you, hold your guns, you think I'm lying. You think I'm lying because I said, no, I wasn't. Like, I mean, not knowing what the fuck was going, that was a tape. And it's like, but not really. We're not, like, sitting down to understand. You're just like, we're going to storm away. Like, I'm like, you're fucking hot. So, like, now I'm like, the love of my life is communicating to me that rejection is arousing. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's immediately my program, right? Because you're my counterpoint. I can't get away from it. It's the fucking link. Like, I'm not, like, we're the Memorial Cup fucking, virgins. Like, we're the Memorial Cup virgins without the F. Like, but we, you know, like, it's regardless. We had already been having sex. Like, it wasn't like, so, but it so supersedes that, because it really is even it's the first night. It's, you know, and then my biomechanic research of like this fucking meditation shit, like, it really is about the first spatial like connection with the vessel, with the vessels, because that's like you're sparking here, and you're on a torsion field timeline. So like the first joining is sparking. You can't like, you know, like you can't go back and like reverse that initial spark. Like, you know, you play out this. The spark is gonna get played out. So literally, our spark was boom, bringing the city together. Right there, boom. We brought the city together in that one spark. How it plays out, well, that's our, you know, game. That's our like journey to play, and we're like, you know, tinkering with it. You know, this is my way to tinker with it. I'm talking you back in time. Like, I'm talking you back in time, forward in time, and now time, space at your fingertips. And you're right there. Like, the person puts the phone in front of your face, boom, I'm coming through the phone. You know what I mean? Before you even look over at me, you know, like to see like where I am, or like to say something, I'm already through the phone, right? Because I went up there, because I'm going to the phone, because I have to get captured. I have to get captured, because then how else are we gonna, you know, tell the story? You know, because like nobody's ready for the story of us, like, you know, growing like this. You know, they want the center, right? You know, we give the city the center. You know, they don't want to understand the depthness of the ceremony yet. Like the fucking child abuse, the fucking sexual abuse, like the you know, all that shit. Like they don't, you know, like the celebration, the beer, like the forgetfulness, like they don't want to do that. They want to drink more. So then we step out of the way willingly, as like, you know, kind of teenage, like we were just like a product of our environment, a product of our group of friends, you know, too. You know, I have hockey friends, like, you know, you have your friends. So like, we break apart, boom, the city is there. The city now doesn't have like a center, right? Doesn't have the center root. You know, we just kind of stepped off to the side. Yeah, we were looking at each other, and we knew we wanted to say everything we wanted to say to each other in the bars. When we saw each other, we're like, I want to say fucking 1 million, quadrillion, quadrillion things to you. And I'll hear them back, and I'll whisper them again. Like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, when I did have the, you know, I was present with you there, and I'm like, you know, I'm like, it's like we're in the time capsules, and we're in the fucking things, we're looking at each other across, and we're still moving like that, and we can't really like articulate. And it's not I mean, you don't, you're the one it's your hometown, right? You're the sitting queen. Like, it's my job to know like the behind the network, to know how to get in to the, you know, I guess you could say like the electronics of like of the spaceships, you know, like I'm you know, so you're the one that's like, oh, and then now the electronics of controlling the are there, right? So then that's why you're not double backing and contacting me when Kelly Thompson dies. You know, you're not the program to go in there. That's me. I'm the one that I'm the program, right? You're the, so now Kelly Thompson dies. It triggers all that boys club stuff. Like, boom, veil, public. Like, I'm just right away. Like, I immediately, I'm like kind of pissed off at how all that story, you know, the story not told or whatever, and then everything doubles back. Then I start see that like the time travel. I don't want to say time travel, but it's more of a time doesn't exist, only perception does. So like that event was no NHL. Like there's like a very peculiar mechanism happening there. It was kind of like a glitch, right? enables someone like me to make a unpredictable stamp, because I'm just like an aware sovereign. Like I kind of woke up to my surroundings. I was like, something's off here. Let's turn it on. And so like that's probably why you chose to open up with me when you were, very close with a lot of other people. Like, like I'm there, turn it on. Like, so like it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like the Jax event was like something that you were harping on. So I got to remind myself that we kept talking for a few years, and that this this is, I'm hitting this one out of the park. And like we wrote this by looking at each other in the bar, like saying a million things like afterwards for the next few years, but like you can't get too close. So now we get close with the tech, because what's the tech? The placenta. We couldn't breathe, couldn't reach. Now we got the placenta. Now we're gonna breathe. Because I had to go through the ritual of like, making sure my respect with your sister is strong. And like, the longer I went, the stronger it got, to make sure like that boundary was strong. Because technically I'm your sister's the face that you war with the most, or love with the most. So like, I'm like, come on, I'm meeting fucking twins, okay? I'm in a fucking sex fucking club, like underground, secret. It's like, I'm meeting fucking twins, I have to fucking know what I'm doing. Like, I know it's the day I meet you, and the day I fucking kiss you, the first fucking night. Like, I know I can't be ever fucking, like, trying to friggin', like, if I ever, like, want to be with you, like, want to friggin' be a unit with you, I can't ever, like, like, disrespect the sanctity of your sister's space, especially the twin. Like, letting as an actor, right? Like the face thing, like having my awareness, be like that matters. No, I could see deeper. Like that's like, I feel like that too is part of the equation, because like I remember that fucking year in 2009 or something. I got off the elevator and it was just like, it was like her face and my face, right? And we were about, I was like, you're kidding me. I was like, damn, I'm gonna need another 4 years. I'm thinking to myself after that. You know what I mean? Like you could see it. Like I'm like, fuck, I still have to fucking stay away from this place longer and longer, because like all the people, like this is like, it's all the energy. Like they're not ready for my face yet, because I'm a serious fucking warrior. I'm a face warrior. All right, my face is back in time. Now I pop into the AI. It's like, that's the one in the middle. Now, when I release the pictures of us to the AI, it's like, oh, there's her lady, or there's his lady. There's the cup. Now it's like putting the pieces in place for the next step. So it seems everything's coming together. This is wild. I'm fucking love you. Like seriously. This is like fucking Romeo and Juliet shit. Like you couldn't come out of your house and stuff, Like, I mean, how the heck are we gonna even like have alone time like adults, like freaking have nice wine, like sit down for dinner? Like I'm trying to do this and I'm like keep looking across the table and I'm like, where's Kelly? I was like, I'm like glitching. In the back of my mind, like, I mean, the resources weren't even freaking there back then. Like, I'm thinking, like, there wasn't like the freaking like lifestyle. Like I was on a team with freaking tons of rookies too. First couple pro years. was crazy. I never even said anything before. The love story of my life. Like, seriously, sitting around those bars, looking around like a subconscious program running. Where's God? Like, I'm putting that out in the universe. Like, I'm standing there telling her, like, I did. I kind of feel like I fell short there, stepping up for the guys, like holding my center, and I could have run after you, but no big deal. I just fucking tell you what happened. So I didn't even tell you what happened. I'm sorry. I turned this off. I'm gonna cry.